I did a video on Chris Cuomo interview with Byron Donald from years back. The volume was terrible. So now I'm going to do a reaction to the video again, but from the PBD podcast, which is our channel. I don't know. It is. It's one of the best. All right. They're funny. They're smart. They're fair. They're awesome. Back to this. Chris Cuomo is also on the show right now. And they're going to ask him if he's going to apologize. When you watch the interview, what I'm annoyed with mainstream media, legacy media, the newspaper, they don't tell us the whole truth. And then when we tell them how we feel, or anyone, like, yeah, you know, I don't want to get the vaccine, I had COVID. Then they're like, well, you got to do it to protect those people who don't get vaccinated, or the people that are vaccinated. And like, they start to shame you because you were honest. You told them you didn't want to take it. And now it's, did you talk to a doctor? Well, you just asked me if I wanted to take it. I just went through all the steps that I took. And now you're asking me if I talk to a doctor? Still? After I just... And even, to be quite honest, in America, I'm pretty sure I don't have to talk to anybody and do what I want. I mean, it's my body. But being that I care about, others, I want to know what's going on, right? And now I see that there's harmful effects and that's fine. I chose to do it. But how the media and how Chris Cuomo interviewed Byron Donald is not right. He gave him an answer, then he tried to spin the answer, Chris Cuomo. He cut him off. He was kind of rude to him. He gave him backhanded compliments at the end. It wasn't fair. It was more of like a fan of, go get vaccinated, like an agenda, and that's not what the news is supposed to be. Let the man say what he's got to say, and then let him be free. He doesn't agree with you. Being free is letting someone be free, not shaming them. Wild. People loved Chris Cuomo. Everything he had to say. I mean, literally, was everywhere. And his brother. Me too. I mean, let's not get into it, though. You know what I mean? Democrats. All right, maybe I shouldn't. That wasn't very nice. Oh, my gosh, no. We got to go right here. This is where it is, right here. Play.
This video is from 2021. Yes. Let me read it from Chief Nerd. He's great at posting these types of things. Now that you have left CNN, Chris, and started providing more balanced view on COVID vaccines, including the serious harm that can cause, would you be willing to apologize for interviews like this one from 2021? The mainstream media denial of natural immunity claims that the vaccine would stop infection transmission and complete omission of potential risk caused great harm in our society. People lost careers, relationships, loved ones, and trust in our institutions due to its harmful propaganda. Your apology would show a lot of courage that, frankly, your peers have lacked. All right, play the clip. It's 2 minutes. Go for it.
Everybody should know that about you, Byron Donald. You are not telling people to get vaccinated. You are not pushing it. You are not saying it's the right choice. You're saying you're not doing it and your family's not doing it, and you're leaving out of the equation that you can make other people sick, as if that doesn't matter.
Pause.
Okay?
Pause.
Chris, did you not just hear my...
That is not free. Like, this is a Congress, this person we elected. He didn't say any of that. You're like, it's so terrible. I don't even know how to put it into words. And then social media people will cut it up and make it look like Byron Donald doesn't want you to get vaccinated. He never said that. He said, let's watch what he said. I mean, this is retarded. And now we got Chris Cuomo on PBD. The only reason why I'm even bringing him up is because we got to remember what we used, like, he millions supported Biden and the mandate vaccine and the boys and girls. Come on, we got to watch. Oh my gosh, I do this every time. There we go. I'm gonna get better.
Everybody should know that about you, Byron Donald. You are not telling people to get vaccinated. You are not pushing it. You are not saying it's the right choice. You're saying you're not doing it and your family's not doing it, and you're leaving out of the equation that you can make other people sick, as if that doesn't matter. Okay?
Chris, did you not just hear my answer 30 seconds ago where I said if you want to be protected from these variants and the original strain, please go get vaccinated? I promote you to do that. I just told you live on your own show that if you want to get vaccinated in America, go do it. But if there are Americans like myself who choose not to, please don't berate me for doing that. That is a personal choice I have made for my own health care. I am allowed to do that. I'm entitled to do it.
Byron, you're absolutely right to do it. You have a right to do it. Two different statements. Okay? Do you have the right? Of course, nobody's debating that except you guys as a false choice. What I'm saying...
Pause. He didn't need to say except for you guys as a false choice. That's not the media's job. He can have an opinion, Chris Cuomo, but when he's on air, and that opinion right there was a false opinion. Like, how are we not picking up on this? Like, this is...
Saying is it right to do it? Have you spoken to a doctor? You're supposed to be a leader. Have you talked to the CDC and the people who are in Florida at the Department of Health about whether or not they think you made a good choice? Because if your answer is just then, well, I don't care what they say, this is me, I'm an American. That is being dumb as a proxy for being bold. And I don't think it's a good message.
Pause. Dumb? And you don't think it's a good... This is crazy. Everything he just did there was terrible. The way in which he asked him, the backhanded, dumb, like, come on, dude. And, like, his family's been in politics forever. What do we expect? That's why I don't, like... It's strange to even like Byron Donald because he's a politician, but this dude is real. I don't understand. This dude is the man.
Department of Health about whether or not they think you made a good choice. Because if your answer is just then, well, I don't care what they say, this is me, I'm an American. That is being dumb as a proxy for being bold. And I don't think it's a good message. Because remember, it's not just you protecting yourself. It's you protecting me and other people from you. That's why you get vaccinated, not just for yourself. Important distinction. Go ahead.
Actually, the way vaccines work are to protect yourself. A vaccine that basically gives you a special cocoon where you actually limit the worst harmful effects of the virus itself, or may not get it altogether, depending on your own personal physiology. So that's the way vaccines work.
Hello?
Now, to me personally, I did talk to a couple of doctors that I know about it. I told them I already had it, and I'm 42. What do you think? And they said, yeah, you're fine. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. They didn't come and say, no, you have to do it because of everybody else. Because if other people want to be protected, they have access to vaccines. Go get the vaccine. I would never tell anybody not to get vaccinated. I do totally support it if that's what somebody chooses to do.
Byron,
yes.
I don't know why this is hard. It's that simple.
Oh, listen, I totally agree with you. It is very simple. I think you're making it hard because you're seeing some kind of righteousness and a choice to do something that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But again, that's your right. What I'm saying is something else. You're wrong about how vaccines work. You're only giving part of the prophylaxis, okay? The other aspect to why you take the vaccine is it also reduces, not completely, nothing is perfect, and certainly this vaccine is not, but it also reduces your ability to communicate the virus and make other people infected. That part matters too.
Okay, not us resurfacing. We've had conversations, we've talked about COVID. Tom and I are talking about the long vaccine and what that's doing. A lot of my friends are going through it. And long COVID. Not long vaccine, forgive me. Long COVID. A lot of friends are talking about it. We're 40, 50, you're sitting there saying, hey, what the hell is going on in my body? What's changed from that conversation with you and Byron to where you are today?
Well, a lot has changed. And a lot needs to change that hasn't. Here's what matters to me about the clip. Apology? Of course not. Byron Donald comes on my show now, okay? Why? Exchange of respect. Was never personal. I believe as a leader...
Stop. Okay, look. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. he comes on his show because we're gonna watch the stupidity that you say, Chris. Because that's what social media does, cut it up, make funny clips. It's just what it is. But the truth is you're fraud. You don't want to, you want to open up the discussion. Like, what? I think PBD brings you on here just to show, like, like you are, and Tucker Carlson with you. I mean, like, we remember what you said on CNN, and now you sit here and you say, oh, you spin it like a politician. You should be a politician. Like, it's real simple. You were wrong in the words you used when you were on CNN, how you went about your business. But I get it, because that's what sells. But not no more. YouTube sells. I'm just shocked that more people don't know about this. Like, it's insanity to me. It's especially because, like, it's simple to change all of this. Know the facts and then go vote.
At that time, you had a duty to be thorough in what you were putting out there as opposed to just playing politics, okay? This was never as simple as vaccine good, vaccine bad. Politics made it that.
You made it that.
It put us into a toxic environment, no pun intended, where even today, there's no curiosity about the vaccine. You get a VAERS system, which is very imperfect, and you don't have robust government dialogue or investigation of the vaccine. You don't have political investigation of what happened during the pandemic, what was right, what was wrong. To Vinny's point about what's still...
Pause. Yes, we did. Fauci, yes. And the war, again, what are you talking... He's not even answering the question. I get it. You know what? I get it now. The View gets all of these views because of their nonsense. I won't watch it. I don't even care. It's so old school with how you go about making your point. Look how crazy this one is. Look how crazy this one. Nah, I ain't doing that. This dude here, this guy, I can't even watch it anymore. Honestly, I can't even watch.
Continuing about who wants to control what, because they only see politics. They only see advantage. My concern is that the unknowns are now more dangerous than the knowns. So, what's changed since then? I don't have long vaccine. People are saying I've admitted long vaccine.
Oh, okay.
People are saying I've admitted that the vaccine hurt me. I have not admitted that. I don't know that. Do I now believe that we have data to support the fact that there are thousands of people who have had adverse effects that are not getting attention, let alone treatment? Yes. And I fault government.
This guy's a politician.
I do have what they call long COVID. Now, I say they call because the government, it's funny, after that clip, I got called by government people bitching at me because I said that the vaccine wasn't perfect. So, that's where we were then. That's where we were then. But they say, hey, Chris, easy on the...
Did he just say the government was called... The Biden... They were mad at him because they said the vaccine wasn't perfect? What are we doing? I mean, this is about as silly... No. It's pretty damn silly, but it ain't as silly as the boys and the girls sports thing. I mean... It's wild out here. You know what? I can't even... Like, I've watched this, but I don't want to... You know what? I think I made my point, to be honest with you. Because I really... it ain't about the views. It's about my point. You know what I mean? I really... On to the next one, I suppose. We got... Let me tell you, Chris. This is how you... Skelly. We'll tell him. You want to make change... It's real simple. Stop doing what you've been doing. And you, my friend, been doing the same thing you've always been doing. You're just doing it on a different platform now. I never made videos. I never cared. Skelly got me caring now. Gotta vote. Gotta vote.